Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your Queen, Divine Mother, Goddess Yamaya, your intuitive guide, and I am going to be doing a reading for my water elements for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Hoping you all are off to a great day today. So we have the King of Wands. Someone is sitting in a position of where they are in control of a lot of situations as well as people around them. They can have a lot of people in line listening to them. They can have a lot of control over people and their thoughts as well as their actions at this time. There's a lot of people that is trying to please this person. This is someone who talks to a lot of people as well, but this can also be someone who is a leader and also a great manipulator. King of Swords in reverse. Someone is not in the mood of defending anyone. They don't want to be at the aid of anyone's rescue. Basically, someone has to protect and basically hold their own. We have the five of Pentacles in reverse. So someone could have been left out in the cold and they're not able to cope with the situation, or someone wanted someone to be left out in the cold and that didn't happen for them. Yep, for the Empress. Someone wanted for the Empress to be left out in the cold, not to have anything, but the Empress is not anyone who has those I'm hearing capabilities, but as well as that is not something or someone that the Empress is. They actually are able to get their things out of the mud, able to basically cope with any situation that they are placed in, any situation that comes at them that they do not expect. They end up getting themselves out of without any problems. It may take a little while, but this person, which is a divine feminine, no matter what situation they're in, they always have someone there to help them. They're always being protected as well by spirit, as well as by their ancestors, as well as just backing themselves. They have self-confidence. They definitely speak a lot of self-affirmations into the universe, whereas they don't fall off too easily. Whenever they do, it is not for a long period of time. It is meant for them to grow. It is meant for it to be a life lesson for them. It is not meant for them to stay down in that rut. It's definitely meant to be in a learning experience, a learning, I keep hearing capability, in order for them to make others, more able and more captivated as well. Captivated not only by them, but able to be captivated by their situations in order for them to get out of them, in order for them not to be held down. They are able to look at the Empress as someone who is not only a giver of their inspiration as well as their setbacks, and able to teach them by being able to get out of their situations seemingly effortlessly, but they look at them as someone who is actually really strong-minded and able-bodied as well. And so they look to this person for situations that they've been through in order for them to use those situations to better their setbacks. So we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands wanted this Empress to be in this situation. They could have been dealing with each other at some point. This is someone that's a player, but the Empress doesn't, involve themselves. If they do get caught up in a situation like that because of a false illusion, they don't stay in situations like that. They always remove themselves, especially if it's pertaining to other women being involved in the situation. A lot of things could be falling down around somebody's life, or family dynamic, or relationships, and this person wants to bring the Empress down because they see she's sitting tall, she's sitting high, she's very empowered, and they don't like this. They thought that she would be in the Five of Pentacles, stuck, not able to move, not able to think clearly, but that is not their situation. Instead, the King of Wands, who is this big player, actually ended up in the Four of Cups, where they were lacking, no longer having anything, stuck in their issues, set back themselves, basically penny pinching, as well as having to get assistance themselves like the Empress did from Spirit. But the Spirit was able to get Empress attention as well as humbled if they were, you know, out in discord and out of balance. But this Four of Cups, they don't want to accept any help, any guidance, or anything like that. They could be in this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, where they're unable to have growth, unable to move forward, unable to have new beginnings, unable to see things clearly as well, have no new ideas. They could have been trying to come up against this Empress, and instead of everything they wanted to happen to her, it happened to them. We have the Six of Swords. They could have had a lot of plans, a lot of ideas as to set them back and to move forward after they did in their life with no problems. But guess what? That didn't happen. So we have this Knight of Cups that wants to come in, and they want to actually give to this Empress. They want to give to this Empress an offering, a peace offering, so that there's no longer any problems. But at the same time, they're very burdened by having to come forward and speak their truth. They're very embarrassed at this time. They could be needing the Empress help, needing their advice, seeking to understand how they were able to get out of the situation, the very situation that they themselves tried to put her in. Yep, they're coming on the Knight of Cups, on this car, in their car, on this horse, on the train, at whatever means of transportation, on a plane, to the Empress, because they need her advice. They need to understand, how did she get out of this situation? What was it that she did? They think it was tricks that she pulled, when really it was Spirit who helped them. The same Spirit that tried to help them, but instead they didn't want that help or assistance. Page of Pentacles. They want to receive the information as to how the Empress got prosperous, how she became prosperous, what information did she learn. But the information that she had, it was already within her. There was no information that she had. Six of Swords in reverse. They want to go towards her and actually make amends, learn a lot from her, be studious with her. But she is not going to allow these people to be in her circle. She may teach them, talk to them, help them in some ways, but she will not give them full information, because she's highly aware of what these people were trying to do to her. We have the Wheel of Fortune, and because of that, she's allowing this karma to come to them. Wheel of Fortune is karma. The Empress, she got good karma, whereas this page, I'm hearing Page of Pentacles, but this page, not this page, I'm sorry, this Knight of Wands has bad karma. Queen of Wands. Someone could have been working with a Queen of Wands. So this was a couple, the Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, that were working together. One was more serious than the other one. The Queen of Wands was actually loyal to this Knight of Wands, although this Knight of Wands had other women that they were seeing. Wheel of Fortune. They wanted to see the Empress's downfall. They were working together, but they weren't able to get any satisfaction out of it, because the Empress was never able to fall into the trap that they had placed for her. Instead, they themselves fell into it, because Spirit had always laid out a way for her to navigate around it, whereas that same trap that they laid, Spirit helped them hand in hand walk each other into this trap. The Magician. They thought that they had a lot of tricks up their sleeve to try to come up against her, but it didn't work out like that with the Magician card being in reverse. They weren't able to do anything, because the Empress, she has good fortune as well as good karma, because she is a good person, and she's very studious, as well as she's a giver, as well as she is a divine being who will not be able to be tricked, as well as be fooled or be able to fail. Anything that she does, she'll succeed at. Anything that tries to come up against her, she'll be able to beat it. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords could want to come at her, come for her. Very defensive, very argumentative, really pissed off. So there's multiple people coming up against this Empress, and they're still not able to win, because her karma is so great. And I mean that in a good way. So it doesn't matter how many enemies she has, they'll all lose. Two of Cups. They could want to come in and start a friendship, start a companionship, because guess what? You can't beat them, join them. So this Knight of Cups actually wants to offer this Empress a relationship. Nine of Swords. Someone could be staying up late at night, sad about and burdened about the situation, because they do not want anything to be over between them and this Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands was never loyal to them. This Knight of Wands is actually moving towards becoming a different person, and which is why they changed from the Knight of Wands to the Knight of Cups. No longer willing to give themselves away to many people, but now taking their companionship and what they have inside of them towards this Empress, hoping for her to change them and help them to become a better person. We have the Moon card in reverse. Someone did not want to see the truth. They didn't want to discover what was really the truth about this Empress. They could have thought that she was a fraud, she was a fake, she wasn't real, but guess what? She was everything she said she was, and she's going to continue to win. They don't want to believe that. Someone is not using their intuition at this time in this situation. This Knight of Wands. This Knight of Wands wasn't or isn't using their intuition. And with this Wheel of Fortune card, we have literally the Scorpio here. So this Empress can be a Scorpio, is a Scorpio. And that is what I have for you at this time. So we definitely had our water signs come out for Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, heavy Scorpio, for Divine Feminine. So guys, please do like and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you a part of my soul family, and I will be looking forward to seeing you all soon in my next reading. Until then, please do have yourselves a blessed, prosperous, and fulfilled day on purpose. Later.